Chelsea are one of the modern game's biggest sides, but they have not always had it their way, and the past few seasons has been proof of that. In their first full campaign under the Clearly Capital regime, the Blues performed well below expectations as they finished 12th despite spending a whopping €600 million on transfers. Things barely improved under Maurizio Pochettino during the 2023-24 campaign, while Chelsea often weren't at the very top of the English top-flight standings before major investment from Roman Abramovich. So, what are the biggest defeats in Chelsea's history? This page will showcase Chelsea's record defeats in major competitions. What is Chelsea's biggest ever defeat in history? Chelsea's biggest ever losses by 7 goals, a feat that has occurred on 3 occasions in history. The first was an 8-1 defeat to Wolverhampton Wanderers on September 26, 1953, the second was a 7-0 defeat to Leeds United on October 7, 1967, and the third was another 7-0 defeat, this time to Nottingham Forest on April 20, 1991. All 3 of those games took place in the First Division. What is Chelsea's biggest ever home defeat in history? Chelsea's record home defeat of all time is by 6 goals. They lost 6-0 at home to Notts County back in February 1924. The club's second-largest home loss was a 6-1 defeat to Blackburn Rovers in March 1913. What is Chelsea's biggest ever away defeat in history? Chelsea's biggest away defeat is by 7 goals. It's happened 3 times in history, an 8-1 loss to Wolverhampton Wanderers during the 1953-1954 season, and 7-0 defeats to Leeds United, 1967-68, and Nottingham Forest, 1990-91. Meanwhile, they suffered a humiliating 5-0 loss against Arsenal in April 2024. What is Chelsea's biggest ever Premier League defeat in history? The biggest Premier League defeat in Chelsea's history came against Manchester City. It was a 6-0 loss at the Etihad Stadium on February 10, 2019, with Sergio Aguero scoring a hat-trick, Raheem Sterling grabbing a brace, and Ilkay Gundogan scoring the other. The result signaled the beginning of the end for Maurizio Sarri's time at the club. What is Chelsea's biggest ever European defeat in history? Chelsea's largest European loss came against Barcelona in the Fairs Cup, which is now known as the Europa League, on May 25, 1966. A replay was needed between the two sides, and after Barcelona won the toss to play at home, the Blaugrana ran out 5-0 winners to book their place in the final. What is Chelsea's biggest ever Champions League defeat in history? Chelsea's heaviest defeat in the Champions League came against Barcelona, just as their biggest European defeat did. This time it was at the quarter-finals stage, and Chelsea suffered a 5-1 loss after extra time in April 2000. They won the first leg 3-1, but succumbed to their largest ever Champions League defeat in the second leg. Rivaldo scored twice, while Luis Figo, Danny Garcia, and Patrick Kluivert scored the others.